ICICM is an international conference. It's organized every year in a certain country. It has been organized before in countries like the UK, France, Portugal, and Hong Kong. And this year we're lucky to have it in Egypt. AUC actually decided to host the conference because of its unique orientation towards dealing with information and communication, both from a management perspective and also from an engineering perspective. That's why we designed the conference in 2 tracks, and that's why we also invited 2 schools from the AUC to join forces for it. So we have the GAP School through the JRMC department and the School of Science and Engineering.
Generative AI is already blurring the borders between fact and fiction. All of us know that, especially those of you in the profession of journalism and media, as well as marketing. The technology's complexity and the speed of its advancement is creating a huge challenge for most governments around the world, because it needs to be regulated. Unregulated AI, on one hand side, is almost like a trampoline that you play on, but there is no net underneath it. This space in the middle is a lot of fun until it turns catastrophic. That means there is an imperative for regulation.
To me, the history of artificial intelligence has been a history of hype followed by disappointment until the recent developments, which I believe is completely different, with serious implications, as Dean Noha talked about, the ethical implications. And to me, until recently, my own judgment, we never had artificial intelligence. We always had human intelligence captured by a machine. You know, when it comes to Marcom and, consumer behavior, prediction of demand, AI is well established in these fields. So with this in mind, I think we are now at a different point in history where we really can talk about applications of artificial intelligence. We also need to be mindful of the potential harms and guard against them.
The theme for the conference was designed around AI and the future of communications. And the main issue that we were really trying to address here is try to demystify the buzz around AI. Everybody today talks about AI, but nobody really knows what it means, what does it mean to our profession, and what the future holds. So we tried really to create that mix of speakers that can really try to help us put some understanding about, of course, the potential that AI holds, the application of AI in the communication domain, whether communication management or engineering, communication engineering, and also some of the challenges, because we anticipate that AI, like any new technology, of course, will have pros and cons.
And the aim of this talk is to see how the technology could help to improve the mobility inside the cities. And not specifically for smart cities, but for cities in general. And the most important aspect that should be considered is the security, because we are talking about communications. And as we are talking about communication, it means that sometimes we can think that the system is reliable, but actually it is not. So this is why we have to focus on this aspect and see how we can at least detect those misbehavior.
Architectural archives pose countless problems and challenges to information service. Libraries, archives, and museums, where they are located, or to those preparing to receive them, due to their diversity from a chronological, typological, informative, and support point of view. Considering the extraordinary value that architectural documents have, the great challenge facing organizations that are responsible for them is how to enhance them, promoting cultural and educational dissemination actions.
What is AI? Is AI a technology issue? AI is a social issue? It's actually socio-technical, which means that it could be shaped with the social science. It could be shaped also with the technology in order to really address the challenges that we have in our daily lives. How we can put AI within the society, within the regulatory framework, within the ethics and also within the the technology use of it. So basically, AI that I'm actually dealing with as it stands today is I would like to use the AI in the policy management, all right? We have lots of decisions and lots of policies, lots of rules and regulations that we do by intuition. And I don't think in this age, from the humanity point of view, it is affordable that we use the intuition by an individual or a group of individuals to make decisions on behalf of the 110 million people.
Basically, anything is subject to discussion, subject to debates, and so on and so forth. And actually meeting the practitioners with the academia and with other views from different countries is a learning opportunity for all of us. All right, we learned a lot today. I learned from you and you learned from me. So that's the exchange that we are all looking for.
So the study aimed to assess the levels of trust that Egyptian newsrooms have in the AI tools and solutions available. So we first wanted to gauge what the level of awareness is, what the level of training is, whether there's an AI strategy in Egyptian newsrooms, and then whether there is a level of trust for the integration and use of AI tools. We also wanted to see what barriers to entry would be there, what challenges, ethical or technical or infrastructure challenges, and whether any integrative efforts are already in place to use AI tools. So the news industry, as I said, has undergone significant technological changes. However, there's been, as with different sectors, this skepticism or technophobia around AI, and that the idea that AI would lead to a lot of job displacement and people losing their jobs, being replaced. So we felt that a lot in the survey that we conducted to journalists, that they had this feeling that AI would represent a threat to them and it would jeopardize their jobs moving on.
I'm gonna focus on really how to use AI bring it into your business, because a lot of people think, okay, AI is going to create magic, and it doesn't work like that. You really have to have a strategy of how this fits into your business and have a platform that allows you to have this integration and work with the people who owns the flows of that business. You cannot be working in IT, coming up with funny ideas and nice ideas about, we're going to make you make double the money or save half of the cost. And those guys are doing something completely different, which is actually similar to that the journalists are afraid to jump into this, because the people in business as well are afraid to jump into this.
But the focus of this paper is about a moderator. The moderator is that the AI provides augmented reality and virtual reality. Now that moderator will influence the relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable. That's the focus of this study. In other words, this study studies the moderation effect.
So my presentation today will be on the potential of AI for more effective online advertising. I found a few weeks ago that 86.6% of marketing and advertising professionals in North and South America, as well as Europe, believe that AI will radically transform digital advertising worldwide within the next 3 to 5 years. As of July 2013. We developed a conceptual model named Process Model of AI Utilization in Online Advertising and its Effectiveness.
The persona creation is our main outcome of this research and our main problem in our research. We want to know how to enhance our persona creation. So it's not just about giving a name to a hypothetical picture of our user. It's truly empathizing with our users, okay? The persona creation is our main outcome of this research and our main problem in our research. We want to know how to enhance our persona creation. So it's not just about, you know, giving a name to a hypothetical picture of our user. It's truly empathizing with our users, okay? Why persona creation is important? Because we need to clarify our assumptions, okay?
Basically, we were thinking of three main points. Number one, as I said, to understand more about the application of AI on some of the key fields, like in advertising, in the area of public communication. That was the first thing. The second thing actually was listening to some of the key note speakers from different parts of the world. We have people from the US, we have people from China, we have people from Canada, we have people from France. And the third benefit from my perspective was also looking at people from different backgrounds. So we have one keynote speaker that came from the government. He's the Deputy Minister for Information Communication here in Egypt. We have key speakers that are coming from industry. So we have people from Microsoft, from Cisco, and we have people from academia. So this mix, I think, is what the benefit we're hoping our students will get.